writers. The last time that we got together, we started a brand new unit about writing nonfiction, which is true books, and we're writing all about books. That means that we're choosing a topic that we know a lot about, and we're writing some facts to teach other people. So let's just review our goals from the last time that we met. Writers teach people about important topics. And one of the ways that they can do that is by writing all about books. And you'll know that you've met your goal when you've done three things. I can think of something to teach that I know a lot about. That was our focus the last time, wasn't it? I planned out a story, and then you planned out yours as well. After I've done my planning and I know exactly what I'm going to say, then I have to be able to tell three facts across 3 pages, one on each page. That's how I'm going to teach about my topic. After I've done all of that part and I've written my words, then I can go back and I can make sure that my pictures match my words. So we do this in every nonfiction type of writing when we're teaching facts. But today, as I start my writing, I need to remember some important rules about writing, because if I don't follow those rules, then that makes it really hard for readers to read my writing. So here's our goal for today. Our learning goal is writers do all they can to make their pages easy to read. And I can do this by remembering 3 things. The first one is I can start my sentences with a capital letter. And you'll see right here in this sentence, the cat sat on the mat, the word the starts with a capital letter. Another thing that I can remember, which makes my writing easy to read, is that I can put spaces in between my words. And you'll notice that there's a little finger space in between each one of those words. That shows my reader that, oh, there's a space, the next one is the new word. And in the end, the last part is I can end sentences with punctuation. Most of the time, we use a period. But these are all 3 of these things are ways that we tell our reader stop. That's the end of that sentence. It's kind of like a writing stop sign. So most of the time we use periods, but if we have a question, then we need to use a question mark. Did you notice, though, that there's a period at the bottom of that? I don't think that's by accident. And this one is called an exclamation mark, and I use that when I'm really excited. And I probably will use that in my second page because that's the exciting part of my story. I love the inside of Kahuna Laguna. So now that I am remembering my goal for today, I have 3 things to remember: capital letters at the beginning of the sentence, spaces between my words, and a stop sign at the end of the sentence. I'm ready to write, so come and join me. I have my story. This is the one I planned out the other day, and it's all about Kahuna Laguna. So the first page was where. I still have my other pages. This is the exciting part about the inside, and here's the end where I'm going to tell who likes to go to Kahuna Laguna. Everybody. But here's my first page. So I know I have my word here, where, and my sign that says NH, which stands for New Hampshire. So I think I'm ready to start. I've been thinking about my words, and I want to tell the writers where Kahuna Laguna, the readers I mean, where Kahuna Laguna is. So I want to start by using those words. Kahuna Laguna is an indoor water park in New Hampshire. So I have 8 words to write. And you know, the interesting thing is when I hold those fingers up, I can even see spaces in between all 8 of those words. So I think I'm ready to start. Kahuna Laguna is an indoor water park in New Hampshire. So that's my sentence. It actually helps me to practice that a couple of times so that I can remember exactly what I want to write. Kahuna Laguna is an indoor water park in New Hampshire. I think I'm ready. So my first word was kahuna. And I know I need to start with a capital letter because that's my goal today. Today and always, because all sentences start with capital letters. Kahuna is really easy for me because it's up here, and you can notice that it starts with a capital letter. So does Laguna because that's part of its name, just like Mrs. Buzzard and your name as well. So before I write Laguna, though, I have a special goal for today and always. I need to put a space in between those words. So before I write Laguna, I'm putting my finger down, holding that space. Once I have my space, I can move my hand away. That makes it easier to write. Kahuna, Laguna. Oh, my next word was is. And I know that in a snap, but before I write it, I have to put my finger down. Is. I bet you knew that in a snap too. Kahuna, Laguna is an. So before I write that word, even though I know it in a snap, I've got to get my finger in there. An. Now, the next word that I wanted to write was indoor. And that's kind of a long word. I don't think I have enough space here. So my job is to come right down to the next line, go way over to the side, and start the word indoor. Now, even though I don't know how to spell indoor, it has a couple of parts, and one part I know really well, indoor. So the first part I'm going to write in a snap because that's a snap word, but I need to write the other part of it, indoor. So door, or. I know that word too, that's a snap word. Indoor. Now I'm going to read it again because that's an important thing that writers do. Kahuna, Laguna is an indoor, oh, my next word is water park. That's long. That's a long word too. Before I start it though, I want to get my finger in there for a space. Water. Water park. Ooh, that has two parts, doesn't it? Water park. Arc. Water park. Water park. Yep, I have all the parts to it. So even though I didn't know that word, I'm a brave and strong writer, so all I have to do is stretch that word out. Let's see. That was a lot of work, so I have to remember what my sentence was. Kahuna, Laguna is an indoor water park in. Oh, I have lots of snap words in here. That's exciting. In New Hampshire. And I already know New Hampshire is right here, so I have to remember my space, though. New Hampshire. Did you notice that NH starts with two capital letters? That's because that's an abbreviation for a state, the name of a state, so I start that with capitals. All right, let's see how my sentence sounds. Kahuna, Laguna is an indoor water park in New Hampshire. Wow, that was pretty easy to read. I think because I had my spaces in between the words. Ooh, but I haven't told my writer that my sentence is done. It's complete. So I need to put my stop sign in there. And right now I want to use a period. There's nothing super exciting about that, and it's definitely not a question. So now I have my sentence all done. My first page is almost complete. I'm going to go back and do some work on my picture, make it all snazzy, and then I can start on page 2. But it's your turn. So go ahead and take out your story. Look carefully at your plan. Think about what those words were that you had decided that you were going to teach your readers. And remember 3 things today. Remember to start with a capital letter, put spaces between your words, and end with a stop sign. Stop. All right, have fun, writers.